Okay, so just everyone, we're going to bring ourselves to a comfortable seated position. Begin to sit up nice and tall. And just letting go of any distractions in your environment. Arriving onto your mat this evening, it might have, a lot might have happened today, a lot might have taken to get you here onto your mat this evening. So just releasing all that, let it go, palms facing down onto the knees. Sit up nice and tall, allow the crown of the head to reach up towards the sky. Soften down the shoulders and close the eyes. And all together, we're going to take 3 inhalations into the nose, exhaling from the mouth to really arrive and allow our sit bones to settle. So all together, inhale fully. Open your mouth, soften your jaw, exhale. Once again, inhale fully. Exhale, release. Let it all go. Inhale fully. Exhale, release. Keeping the eyes closed now, and just begin to allow your breath to neutralize, rebalance. So allow the breath just to be normal, and just begin to observe the breath, the cool air entering in through your nose, and the warm air exiting from your mouth or your nose. And we're going to bring a count into our breath. So we're going to inhale for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 5. So beginning to inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Inhale, allowing your belly to expand like a big balloon, filling up, stretching the diaphragm muscle. Exhale, release, soften, gently allowing your navel to move towards the spine. And just continue on your own count. Each time, see if you can fill up a little bit more as you inhale. Stretching out the rib cage, the intercostal muscles between the ribs. And as you exhale, just really releasing, letting go on the exhalation. So the mind will naturally wander, and just notice, witness the thoughts, and gently bring your attention, your focus back towards the breath. Just a couple more here. See if you can challenge your lung capacity, really stretching it out, breathing deep down into the lower region of the lungs rather than that upper shallow breath. Gorgeous. So we're going to take our humming bee breath now, bringing some noise and sound into our vocal cords. So just making a lovely humming sound. So inhale fully, and on the exhale, you're going to make a humming sound at whatever pitch comes out for you. So all together, inhale. Exhale. Inhale fully. Once again, inhale fully. Excuse me. I'm laughing because I can't hear any of you guys humming, it's just me. Okay, bringing it back to the breath now, coming back, rebalancing that inhalation and the exhalation, letting go of any giggles. Talking to myself, relax the palms away Bring the chin in towards the chest, and we're going to begin to bring some head rolls, gently rotating the heaviest part of the body now, mindfully moving here. So if it's already in your practice, or even if not, activating your Ujjayi breath, inhaling and exhaling in and out through the nose as you rotate your head. Begin to check in with the shoulders, the back of the neck. And see if you can find the sound in your exhalation. Rotate, go the opposite direction. Notice any cracking sensations. Perfectly normal. Lovely. And we're going to draw the shoulders up towards the ears as high as you can. And exhale, make a big sigh. As you release, let go. So inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Once again, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Beautiful. Taking the hands to the shoulders. Inhale, bringing the elbows to touch, lifting the elbows as high as you can. Exhale, rolling the shoulder blades towards each other and down. I hope everyone is well this evening. It's so great to see your faces. Beautiful. We'll rotate here and go the opposite direction. A real mindful movement, just really slowly beginning to connect with the breath, allowing the breath to connect with the movement of our bodies. Yoga means union of mind, body, and breath. Just really tuning into that. Beautiful. And just begin to make some rotations here. This is a really nice one to bring some movement into the upper spine. And rotate, go the opposite direction. This is very good for the golf, I've been told, advised. Anyone who plays golf. Lovely. It's really working to that upper spine. Beautiful. Okay, lovely. And just give the arms a shake out now. We'll bring our wrists together, elbows to touch, and begin to rotate here. Stretching out those wrists. So just checking your breath. So throughout class, if it is possible, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. If at any point you need to exhale from the mouth, of course do so. But we're really working on activating that Ujjayi breath. So constantly inhaling and exhaling through the nose. So almost aiming to keep our mouth closed. And just slowly breathe in and out through the nose. Stretching the fingers. Inhale, draw the arms up toward the sky. So it doesn't matter how far you go here. You might just be here. You can bend the elbows, soften, relax the shoulders. Just taking a breath here. And exhale, release. Allow the fingers to just gently float down. Take the palms behind you. Interlace the fingers behind. And just gently lengthen out the arms here. Soften the shoulders. Take a gaze towards the sky. Lovely. Relax the arms back to Anjali Mudra. Hands together. Interlace the fingers, pressing the palms away once again. Exhale, release, taking the palms wide. Hands behind, interlace the fingers, and just take a lovely stretch here across the collarbone. Open the chest. Gaze draws up towards the sky. Release, hands back to Anjali Mudra, prayer. Inhale, interlace those fingers, take the arms up. Exhale, release. Beautiful, interlace the fingers behind, open the chest, gaze draws up. Lovely, and coming back to center, we're going to take our arms out nice and wide now. Give your wrists a little shake out. And we're going to begin to rotate from the shoulders. And just take a little smile here, soften those facial muscles, relax the jaw, rotate, go the opposite direction. And maybe begin to make the circles a little bit bigger. Rotate once again, going the opposite direction. We're going to soften our left palm down to the ground. Take your right hand up and over, folding into the left elbow, drop the head and just hanging here for a moment. Inhale fully into the right side of the body. Exhale, release, coming back to center. Left hand reaches up and over, folding into that right elbow, drop the head. Inhale fully. Exhale, release back to center. Once again, right hand reaches up and over. See if you can fold a little deeper this time. Dropping the head, inhale. Exhale, release. Left hand reaches up and over again, folding a little bit deeper. Allow your head to be really heavy here. Exhale, release. Hands to knees, elbows out, and just gently begin to rotate from the hips, bringing some softness, some fluidity into your spine. You can go as high or as low, make those circles as big or as small as you wish. Rotate, go the opposite direction. I know I've already said it, but once again, listen to your body. This is your time. This is your yoga practice. Get what you need this evening. Okay, we're going to bring our knees together and slowly come around onto your mat. And we're going to come into our first child's pose. So bring the knees as wide as the mat. Bring your big toes to touch. Sinking the hips here. And just allow the tailbone to soften down. Relax the arms, bend the elbows, and bring your forehead to your hands. You might make a fist with your palms, loads of options. And just completely release, surrender here in the most comfortable position for you in your child's pose. So relax those arms. You might even take the palms behind you. I'm just trusting in my voice here. Just really release. Allow your whole body to get really heavy. Gravity is drawing you down towards the core of the earth. Take a few deep breaths into the lower area of the belly. Really grounding, letting go. Grounding down. And just checking in with your physical body this evening. So this might be a very uncomfortable position for you, or it may be comfortable. But in any case, just notice how your body is feeling here. Perhaps taking a little mental scan from the top of your head down through the tips of your toes. Just notice any tingling, any sensations, the discomfort. And continue to breathe deeply into these spaces. Slowly begin to walk your fingertips forward on the mat now. Really stretching out the arms here as long as you can with your arms. And draw your fingertips, your palms up, come right up onto your fingertips. And just gently begin to rock from side to side, just bringing a little bit of movement into the hips. And see maybe if you can walk your fingertips over towards the left. Placing the palms flat on the ground, take your right palm and place it on top of your left palm. Feeling that stretch into the right side of the body. Take a few deep breaths here. Feel the compression in your left hip. Exhale, release. Walking the fingertips back to center and to the opposite side. As far as you can. Place your palms on the mat. Take your left palm and place it on top of your right palm. Drop the head. And take a few deep breaths here. Feeling into that compression on the right side, the right hip. Exhale, release, coming back to center. Once again, walking the fingertips as far forward as you can, really stretching, lengthening into those arms. Bring your elbows onto the mat and bring your palms to prayer. Slowly taking the prayer hands to the back of your neck. And you might walk your elbows a little further forward. Really surrender, drawing your armpits towards the ground. Stretching into the shoulders here. Exhale, release. Lovely. So coming up into our tabletop position. Spreading the fingers wide, index finger facing towards the top of your mat. Hands below your shoulders, knees below hips. And we're going to begin our cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, traction your chest forward, gaze draws up. Exhale, release. Bring your chin in towards your chest, doming into your spine like a scared cat. Inhale, drop the belly, traction the chest forward, gaze draws up. Exhale, release, bring the chin toward the chest, doming into the spine, get really scared for that cat. See if you can stretch right across those shoulders. Inhale, drop the belly. So again, continuing on your own count here, your own breath. Allow your breath to lead your movement here in your cat-cow. Each time going a little bit deeper, warming up the spine. Working out that diaphragm muscle, really stretching out the lungs. This evening, our body focus. Lovely, and just begin to bring the hips from side to side now, just bringing some more movement. And I encourage you to really close your eyes here and just trust in my voice once again to lead you. Sinking the hips back onto your heels. Inhale, making some circles with the hips as you come forward. Exhale, coming back down. And really try to move intuitively here. Notice the cracking in the knees and the hips. Rotate, go the opposite direction. And you can move as quickly or as slowly as you want here. Get what you need today. So as I guide you, you can tailor your own practice to what your body needs for whatever has come before today. If you've had a stressful day, you need a bit more movement, or if you need to slow down. As always, I do encourage you or invite you to slow down, to go a little bit slower than you want to go. So just taking the palms for a little walk on your mat. You might walk your hands towards you, and then maybe walk them in the opposite direction, maybe bringing some rotation from the shoulders down into the wrists here, like so. Rotating those in the opposite direction. If that feels nice, hands facing up towards the sky. Opposite direction. Lovely. Gorgeous. So coming back to our tabletop, we're going to inhale our right fingertips up towards the sky. So open up that right shoulder, look towards your right hand. Take a deep inhalation, and as you exhale, threading the needle, right arm underneath left, right shoulder, cheek, temple to the mat. Soften here. Option to take that left arm up towards the sky and drop it behind you. Or you might just walk your left fingertips forward and stay here. If this feels better, coming onto your fingertips. Or you might just stay here. So wherever is most comfortable, listen to your body, no pushing or forcing, and just breathe into your twist. Using your left palm, spread your fingers wide, good foundation with the left hand, and gently press yourself back up into your tabletop position. Inhale, left fingertips up towards the sky, up towards your left hand. Exhale, threading the needle, left arm underneath right, left shoulder, cheek, temple to the mat. Excuse me, soften here. Option to hold here, walk the right fingertips forward, or take that right hand up, opening the right shoulder, or drop the right hand to the left crease of the left thigh. Breathe. Exhale, release. Gently place that right hand on the mat, spread the right fingers wide, coming back into your tabletop position. Gorgeous. So from here, just begin to imagine that there's a line going down the middle of your body. And we're going to extend our left leg and our right arm out. Keep drawing your left foot and your right hand to the center line of the body. Drawing your navel towards the spine. Look down and just take a breath here. Really lengthening through that left leg and that right arm. Exhale, release. Making a fist with your right hand now. Draw your left knee to your right elbow, doming into the spine. So inhale, lengthen. And we're going to take 5 here. Exhale, release, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen for 3. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen for 4. Exhale, last one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release, come back to center. So opposite side, right leg, left arm. Find that center line of the body and draw your left hand and your right foot to the center line. Take a deep breath. Really lengthen through that right leg and that left arm, lengthening across the spine. And then making a fist with that left hand, draw your left knee to your right knee, drop the head. So inhale, lengthen for 1. Exhale, release. Inhale, lengthen for 2. Exhale, release. Try to not allow your ribs to splay out. Try to draw them in. Keep that navel tucked. 3. Inhale, lengthen for 4. Exhale. Last one. Exhale, release. Slowly come back to center. Just give your hips a little shake, a little wiggle here. Gorgeous. So we're going to begin to walk the hands forward, tuck the toes in, sink the hips, and draw your tailbone up towards the sky. Stay on your tippy toes here, and just one at a time begin to pedal out your feet. So make sure your feet are nice, wide, hip distance apart or wider. And just pedaling out the feet here, drop the head, shake your head yes, and shake your head no. And just feeling the stretch through the legs here, through the back of the hamstrings as you pedal out those feet. So if this is very uncomfortable for you, walk your feet a little bit closer to your body, or forward I should say, and just pedaling out the feet. And when you can, see if you can draw both heels towards the ground. They don't have to touch. Again, shake the head yes, shake the head no. I'm just taking a deep breath here. Bending the knees deeply, slowly step towards your wrists. So bend the knees as deep as you need to and just walk up towards the top of your mat. Feet nice and wide, and just relax the arms now and just gently release, swaying side to side. You can take hold of opposite elbows. Just hanging out here like a rag doll. Give your lips a little roll. Maybe making an ah sound, ah. Just really let go of the upper body. Give the shoulders a little shake out. The head a little shake. So right now all the blood is rushing down, reoxygenating all the cells around the brain. Maybe interlacing the fingers, taking the hands to the back of the head. Just breathing here nice and deep. See if you can get really relaxed here in this position, like you could hang out upside down here for a few hours. Just see if you can really surrender the body, let go. Like you were going to go to sleep here, hang out, falling asleep. And then slowly bring the chin in towards the chest, and really slow now. Keep a nice bend in the knees, gently begin to roll up through the spine, stacking vertebrae. upon vertebrae. Really take your time so there's no head rush when you get to the top. There's no rush evening. The day's been long, it's coming to a close, so just let all of that go. Take the arms out nice and wide when you get to the top. Everyone can see me, yeah. So let the shoulders, soften the shoulders down away from the ears, bending the knees, hips from side to side, gorgeous. And we're just gonna shake out the whole body, shake out the arms, shake out the legs. We'll take a little bit of tapping, so just getting all that circulation going. We'll bring some tapping into the face. Ah, relax that jaw. Ah, make some noise, back of the neck. Shoulders across the collarbone, activating your vagus nerve here. Ah, down through the arms, upper ribs, buttocks, side, hips, knees. Just bring it all down through the body. Beautiful. Okay, so just really let go of any tension or stress or tightness that you've been holding physically within your body. Take your feet to the ground now, hip distance apart at the top of your mat, and take all 10 toes off the mat. And see if one at a time you can press your toes down onto the ground. So ground into your feet, bend your knees, sink the hips here. And just for a moment, wobble like jelly. So just shaking the body here. Really shaking everything off. Lovely. And then just coming to stillness, tucking the pelvis here. Anterior tilt. Tuck the pelvis. Relax the palms facing forward, like so. Soften the shoulders and just close down the eyes. And just really find that lovely, tall, empowering posture within your body. Stand up nice and tall, soften the shoulders, relax the face. And just take a few deep breaths here. We're going to take our hands to prayer in the center of the chest. Inhale, reach fingertips up towards the sky and get as long as you physically can get here. So reach the fingertips as high as you can. Look towards your thumbs. Take a deep inhalation, and as you exhale, take a big swan dive. Sorry, take the arms out wide, swan dive forward, like so. Drop the head, and we're going to take our sun salutations here for those who know. Inhale, take the hands to the knees or the shins, coming to your flat back. Exhale, folding forward, bend the knees, take the hands to the mat, and gently step back into your high plank. So we're taking it slow to begin. We're going to take 3 sun salutations. Coming into your high plank here, soften between the shoulders, engage the core. Take a few breaths here. Draw your navel towards the spine. Bending the knees, drop your knees, bend the elbows, chest and chin to the mat. Release the toes, scoop the chest forward, coming into your baby cobra. Open the heart here, taking your little back bend. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes and press back to child's pose or downward dog. So you have 2 options here. Whatever you need, whatever your body needs today. Drop the head, and if you're taking your downward dog, find 5 breaths here. 5 ujjayi breaths, so in and out through the nose. So in your downward dog, lift your tailbone high, soften between the shoulders, relax the head, draw the heels towards the ground, and really feel that stretch in the legs. So in this resting downward dog, there are so many benefits that we want to just really deepen our breath here and get comfortable in this position. Once you've taken your 5th breath, and if you're in child's pose, you can begin to look forward now, bend the knees, and gently step or hop towards the top of your mat. We're going to sink our hips and sweep our arms forward, coming into our chair pose, Uttanasana. So sink the hips, sit down. So careful not to arch your spine here. We want to draw the navel in, keep the spine nice and straight. Sink the hips, sink the hips, sink the hips. See if you can sit down a little further. Lovely. And then pressing into the feet, slowly come up to standing. Draw the arms out and back. Lovely, and relax, shake out those fingertips. So we're going to take 2 more sun salutations here. Nice and slow. If you want to go ahead, please do. Okay, so hands to prayer, inhale, reaching the fingertips up towards the sky, look towards your thumbs. This time we're focused on the length, really lengthening. Exhale, swan diving forward, hinge from the hips. Drop the head. Inhale, looking up, fingertips to touch. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees and gently step back into your high plank. So take it slow. Knees, chest and chin, or your chaturanga. Scoop the chest forward, release the toes, and come into baby cobra, or you might come a little bit higher this time. Exhale, release back to your child's pose, like so, or your downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths. If you're taking your breath, see if you can find that oceanic sound in your exhalation. Inhale, begin to look between the palms once again, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, looking forward, hands to shins or knees, coming to a flat spine. Exhale, drop, sinking the hips, and sweep those arms up into your chair pose. Sink the hips, see if you can sit down, sit down, sit down, down a little further. Lovely, and exhale, pressing into the feet. Come back to standing, excellent. Release those arms, shake out the hands. Okay, gorgeous. One last one here. Taking it slow, finding the balance here. Hands to prayer, inhale, look towards the thumbs. Exhale, swan dive or folding forward. Rock the head, inhale, coming to your flat back. Hands to shins or knees, look up. Exhale, fold. Bend those knees, stepping or hopping back into your high plank. So remember, this is the last one. Knees, chest and chin, or taking your chaturanga. Inhale, scoop the chest forward, open the heart, open the chest, upward facing dog. Exhale, back to either child's pose, staying on your knees, or your downward facing dog. Gorgeous. So taking your 5 breaths here. How is everyone doing? Breathing deeply. Looking good. That looks great, Emily. Breathe nice and deeply, flying. That's great. In and out through the nose. Okay, so begin to look between the palms, and we're going to step our right foot forward this time. So if you are in your child's pose, just stepping the right foot forward, release the left knee, and we're going to sweep our arms and just find a lovely low lunge here. Open the heart, open the chest. Gorgeous. Exhale, release, and we'll take the arms out nice and wide. Take the palms behind, interlace the fingers. Take a stretch here, opening the chest as we did before. Look up. Exhale, release. So just bring your hands onto your right knee and really feel that stretch into the left quad here. We're going to take our hands to the inside of the right foot and begin to rotate your right knee over your right ankle. Check your breath. Make sure you're breathing and you can hear that active Ujjayi breath. Rotate, go the opposite direction with that right knee. Lovely. Taking the right hand to the outside of the right foot and just begin to heel toe that right foot to the center of the mat, fingertips to touch. And begin to straighten out that right leg now, coming onto the heel of the right foot. So you can find stillness here, working, lengthening that right hamstring muscle. Drop the head, bring the chin towards the chest. And you can even come back and sink your hips down. Or if you want to stay with me and find a little flow here, inhale, fingertips to touch. Exhale, straightening out that right knee. So again, you might need the movement today, or you might need to find the stillness. Wherever you're at, just checking your breath. Begin to really witness your thoughts. Notice if anything is coming up for you in your practice. Any distractions? Excellent. So we're going to meet back at the top of our mat. We're going to take our hands onto the mat and just gently step that right foot back to join the left. We'll just come into a tabletop and step our opposite leg, our left foot forward. So this time taking the arms up towards the sky, open the heart, open the chest, relax those palms down, take the hands behind, interlace the fingers, and find that lovely back bend. Once again, open the heart, open the chest here. Really feeling into that lovely quad stretch on the right side. If it's too much, take the hands to the left knee. Exhale, release. We're going to take the hands to the inside of the left foot and begin to rotate that left knee over the left ankle. So the circles can be as big or as small as you need, but imagine that ball and socket of the left hip. All that lymph fluid, moving it around, nice and juicy. Rotate, go the opposite direction. Taking the left hand to the outside of the left foot and just heel toe that left foot now to center of the mat, fingertips to touch. So once again, finding length here and extending out that left leg and just holding stretch here. Might be enough to just breathe into that hamstring to lengthening that hamstring muscle. Or it could be too much and you want to keep the movement with myself. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, stretching out that left foot. Really flexing the left foot as you move here. Check your breath. And enjoy the stretch here in particular. Lovely. Taking the palms, meeting back at the top of the mat, we're going to take our hands down and gently step that left foot back. Tuck the toes in, sink the hips, and come back to your downward facing dog. Begin to heel toe your feet a little closer together, maybe bringing the big toes to touch. And we're going to extend the right leg up towards the sky, come into a three-legged dog. Reach the right toes nice and high, bend that right knee, draw your right knee in towards your chest, and step your right foot forward to the top of the mat. So we're finding our high lunge here. You might need to move that back foot back. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Straighten both legs. And as you exhale, bending the elbows, bending both knees, coming down into a little lunge here. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale for one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale for two. Inhale, lengthen. Keep drawing those elbows back. Exhale for three. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale for four. Last one, inhale, lengthen. Exhale for five. Take the arms out nice and long. Drop the left heel and find your warrior two. So just move your feet to have your right heel in line with your left, with your left heel, or just in front of your left heel, the arch of your left foot, I should say. And make sure your right knee is in line with your left knee. Take the arms long, roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale, right palm flips to face towards the sky and draw your right hand up and over. Left hand slides down the back of the left leg. Drop the head here and breathe. Exhale, release right elbow to right knee. Left hand reaches up and over. And find this lovely side stretch. Now this might be enough if you want to go a little deeper, taking that right hand the inside of the right foot, or maybe even just your fingertips to touch, or stay here. This is enough. Exhale, release, taking the arms out nice and long again. Begin to straighten out that front knee. Inhale, reach the right fingertips forward. Exhale, right hand to the inside of that right ankle. Find your trikonasana and look towards your left fingertips. release, coming back to center. Okay, you guys are all doing amazing. Bring your feet parallel on your mat, nice and wide. We're going to take our hands to the hips. And inhale, slowly begin to hinge from the hips, folding forward. And just gently release down towards the ground. You can relax the arms now, maybe hands onto the ground. So bend your knees as much as you need to here to come a little deeper. And we're going to walk our fingertips over towards our right foot. So bend into that right knee, lengthen into that left leg, feeling that lovely inner thigh stretch on that left side. Exhale, release back to center. And then walking the fingertips over towards the left foot, straightening out that right leg. And just take your time here, walking back to center and back towards the right foot, bending into that right knee. Maybe going a little bit deeper, coming a little lower. Coming onto the heel of that left foot if that feels good. If it's too much, stay high. Walking the hands back to center, bending into that left knee. Coming back to center now, drop the head. See if you can bring your head a little closer to the ground as you walk your hands back. Give your head a little shake out here, relax the shoulders. And we're going to take our hands back to the hips. Begin to draw your head forward, so come into a flat back, look forward, and then pressing into both feet, come back to standing. Lovely, heels in, toes out. Sinking the hips, take the hands to the knees. Inhale, draw your right shoulder to center. Exhale, release shoulders over the hips. Inhale, left shoulder to center. Exhale, shoulders over the hips. Inhale, right shoulder to center once again. And back, shoulders over the hips. Left side. Lovely, sink those hips. Again, have a little bounce here, maybe gently swaying from side to side. Try to keep that tailbone tucked, shoulders over the hips. Nothing, we might find our goddess pose. So inhale, draw the right heel off the mat. Exhale, release. Inhale, draw your left heel off the mat. Exhale, release. See if you can take both heels off the mat. Come onto your tippy toes, maybe hands to prayer, or making a mudra, or hands above the head. Or maybe just staying, working on one at a time. So, and it's Monday night, no pushing or forcing. Just a little bit of gentle stretching. Slowly come back to standing, heel toe the feet back to a nice hip distance apart. And we're just going to take some lovely hula hoops here. So just really moving into the hips. Rotate, go the opposite direction. Very humid here in Dublin today, absolutely roasting. We might begin to circle the hips over the feet, making the digit 8. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to just turn around on our mats. We're going to come down in our squatting pose, our malasana. And just take your time coming down. You might need to move your feet about, just dropping down into it. You might need to come up and down a few times or shift the feet to where they need to be, or maybe make them wider or bring them in. Just gently rock from side to side, come up onto the tippy toes here. Stretching out the feet. Try to keep the back straight. Lovely. And then when you get comfortable, see if you can just close down the eyes and just take a few breaths here in your malasana. So close down the eyes, just recenter, find your balance, breathing into the discomfort in the hips. Exhale, release, taking the palms down onto the mat. And we're going to find our downward dog once again. So you might just gently step back into your downward dog for the opposite side. Draw the tailbone back. Just taking a few breaths here. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. So when you're comfortable, begin to inhale. Extend that left leg this time up towards the sky as high as you can. Point the left toes. Find that lovely three-legged dog. Bending the left knee. Draw the left knee in towards the chest and slowly stepping the left foot towards the top of the mat, finding your high lunge. Sweep the arms up, stay on the ball of the right foot. Bending both knees, inhale, straightening both knees. Find your balance. You might need to move the feet out a little wider from each other, but when you find your balance, exhale for one. Elbows out, open those shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale for two. Exhale for three. Exhale for four. Rebuilding strength here. Exhale for five in the legs. And then taking the arms wide, drop that right heel. Find your warrior two on the opposite side. So just checking that that left knee isn't going in front of the left heel. That's nicely in line with that left heel. Roll the shoulders back and down. Left palm flips towards the sky. And draw that left hand up and over. Right hand softens down the back of the right leg. Drop the head here and breathe. Exhale, release. Taking that left elbow now to the left knee. And just reach that right hand up and over. So this might be enough for you. Keep opening that right shoulder, look towards the sky. If there's enough, that's great. If you need a little bit more, taking that left hand to the inside of that left foot for an even deeper side stretch. Exhale, release, take those arms nice and wide now. Begin to straighten out that left knee. Inhale, reach those fingertips as far forward as you can, as if you're reaching out to grab something. And then exhale, taking that left hand to the inside of that left foot. Look towards your right fingertips, find your Trikonasana. You can take hold of that left heel as well, or that left ankle. Strong legs, and slowly begin to come back to standing. Lovely. Begin to bring your feet parallel. Once again, we're going to take the hands behind us, interlace the fingers. Inhale, look up, and this time you're hinging from the hips, taking your hands up over your head as you fall forward. For that extra challenge, bend the knees here, and really surrender. Allow your head to be the heaviest part of your body and to really drop down towards the ground. Exhale, release, bending the elbows now, and just bring your hands back to the floor, hands to hips, look forward, find your flat back, press into the feet and come back to standing. We're going to heel toe our feet back together and just give your hips another little hula hooping. Beautiful. We're going to find our Malasana pose. So feet out, sink the hips. So hopefully you're a little less stiff in the hips this time. Come down, lovely. And just release the hands. Drop your tailbone down, bring the knees together and find your seated pose. Extend the legs nice and long. Reach the arms up towards the sky, look up. I'm going to just hinge from the hips. So take your time coming down, moving forward. Don't worry if your knees are bent or bending. Folding, really stretching here from the lower back, moving forward like so, rather than like from the upper back, rounding like this. So it's not how far we go. We want to really find the stretch from here. Maybe grabbing hold of your knees, shins, ankles. Lovely. And it might be nice to gently rock from side to side, go a little deeper into those hamstring muscles. Take a little smile again, relax those facial muscles. I know I've really worked you guys today. Exhale, release, slowly come back to seated. We're going to gently roll the spine down on the mat. Bring the knees in towards the chest and give yourself a big hug, a big squeeze. Gently rock from side to side. So just bringing it back to our theme of compassion this evening as you give yourself a big hug. And just honor your body, honor yourself for taking this time this evening for your practice. Dropping the left foot down now, we're going to take our right heel to our left knee And just open up that right knee. Inhale, draw the left foot off the mat, interlace your fingers behind that left foot. So option to rotate the ankles here, just releasing any inflammation in the ankles. I'm really feeling that stretch in the right hip. If you want to go a little bit deeper, straightening out that left leg, and maybe even taking hold of the back of the left foot. It might be enough. Exhale, release. Dropping that left foot back and just switching feet now, taking the left ankle to the right knee. Allow your left knee to fall out to the side, and then inhale, draw your right foot off the mat. Interlace your fingers behind that right thigh, and then option again to take some more ankle rotations here. Going really deep into that left hip. Exhale, release. Slowly bringing both feet back, both knees back together. Gently massaging out the lower back. And just slowly begin to rotate the knees. Rotate, go the opposite direction. Take the arms nice and wide and allow your knees to fall to the left. Look towards your right hand. Soften that right shoulder and knee. Exhale, release, drawing the knees back in towards the chest, engaging those obliques. Cross the body and to the opposite side. Look towards the opposite hand. Relax the shoulders. Don't mind if anything's popping up here. Just take a smile to yourself wherever you're at. Not taking our yoga too seriously. Yoga can be very serious, too serious. I want to make it more fun. Engaging those obliques, draw those knees back to center. Another big squeeze. Option to rock back and forth in the opposite direction. Just massaging out your spine in the other way. Lovely. And we'll just find a quick baby pose. Take hold of the outside of your feet. Bring your feet together and just find your butterfly. Allow your knees to fall out to the sides, gently rocking from side to side, relaxing those hips. And take the arms out wide as you have space for. Allow your feet now to come wide as the mat, or wider if it's comfortable for you. Just give your feet a little shake and just wobble your whole body like jelly for a moment on the ground. Wobble like jelly. Make some noise. Ah. And then begin to surrender. Take a few deep exhalations from the mouth. And begin to soften the body now. Your physical asana practice is over and you're just going to come into your relaxation. So allow the back of the skull to get really heavy on the mat. Soften the forehead, the brow, temple. Allow the eyes to fall back into their sockets. Relax all the facial muscles around your face. Soften your jaw. And I forgot to say, if anyone needs to get a blanket or to get a hoodie or anything like that, just get really cozy in your space, in your environment. And just allow the back of the neck to release. Soften the shoulders down away from the ears. Relax the upper back, down through the lumbar spine, all the way down to your coccyx. Scanning through your arms, meant to be scanned down through the arms, relaxing all those muscles. Relax that back of the elbows, wrists, hands, down to each fingertip. Deepening your breath. Allowing yourself this gift of relaxation. Continue to scan through the body from your chest down through your lungs. Soften your belly, belly breathe. Relax your hips, your tailbone. Soften your glutes, your pelvis. Beginning to breathe into your legs now. Scan down through the legs, all those muscles that have been working so hard. Begin to rest and soften. Allow each exhalation to relax the muscles down through the legs, all the way down to the tips of your toes. And as you breathe deeply into the lowest parts of your lungs today, allow your whole body to completely surrender to this moment. You've nowhere else to be. You are exactly where you are meant to be right now, in this moment. And if the mind is still active, witness those thoughts, release them, and let them go. Self-compassion is extending compassion to oneself in instances of perceived inadequacy, failure, or general suffering. Self-kindness, self-compassion entails being warm towards oneself when encountering pain and personal shortcomings, rather than ignoring them or hurting oneself with self-criticism. So just practice being really self-compassionate towards yourself mentally now, in this moment. Continue to scan through the body and notice anywhere that you might still be holding, anywhere that's still clenching or tight. Allow your breath. Imagine that your breath is your tool for releasing any tightness or stress or tension in your body. Be the silent watcher of your thoughts and behavior. You are beneath thinker. You are the stillness beneath the mental noise. You are the love and joy beneath the pain. Continue to go deep into your relaxation. Mentally letting go. Begin to find peace here in this present moment. Moment of complete and utter surrender. This is your time. Honor this precious moment. And lastly, I'm just going to read a little quote from Louise Hay. You've been criticizing yourself for years and it hasn't worked. Try approving of yourself and see what happens. And you can stay there and just turn the camera off whenever you want and just float off. Or if you want to end with me, you can follow me or continue with me to end our practice for this evening. We've just come to us. For those who want to end, just gently wriggling fingers or toes, roll over to one side. Just gently come up to a seated position, closing down the eyes, and we'll just close our class with a gentle Om. Inhale, prepare for Om. So